Let's get more on this from Ahmed Kaballo. He's the founder and CEO of African Stream, a pan-African digital media organization, and he's also a Sudanese journalist. He joins me now live from London. Ahmed, good to have you. What is your navigation through the latest developments in Sudan?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very disappointing situation because, on the one hand, we had a 24-hour ceasefire where it was much needed a respite for many people, particularly in Khartoum, who had suffered so much. It allowed aid organizations like Red Cross to save an orphanage and save the children to provide much needed humanitarian aid. But on the other hand, the ceasefire was again only respected in Khartoum. In Al Obeid and Al Janina, the fighting intensified during those 24 hours. And now, even in Khartoum, the fighting has resumed and it's as heavy as ever. And what it seems like now is there will eventually be a settlement, but both sides fighting in this conflict realize that the strength of their hand depends on their military victories on the ground. So they're trying to advance their military struggle so they can get more gains so that when eventually there is a settlement, they negotiate from a position of strength, not from a position of weakness. However, this kind of strategy just leaves Sudanese people left in the middle. And what we're finding at the moment is as the Janjaweed are occupying people's houses, robbing people at gunpoint, threatening people, raiding hospitals, then we're seeing more and more civilian involvement in this conflict because people that are fed up, they've had their houses raided, they've had their cars stolen, are slowly starting to support either
Right.
side in this conflict. And it's actually leading to what many are concerned could be a full-fledged civil war.
Ahmed, now we have seen both the United States and Saudi Arabia engage in efforts to basically de-escalate the fighting between the army and the rapid support forces. But up until now, those efforts have not produced any concrete result. In fact, there are still calls both by the U.S. and Saudi Arabia for the fighting to stop. Do you think these calls are having any impact whatsoever on the warring sides now?
No, because like I said, both sides are looking to gain a significant military advantage on the other. Unfortunately, they've not been able to do that. The Sudanese army has 150,000 fighters. The Rapid Support Forces has 100 to 120,000 fighters. And they're fighting this kind of urban warfare in crowded cities. So it's very difficult for one side to gain a victory over the other. But it seems like everyone knows this apart from the two generals in charge. So they're fighting, hoping to gain a military advantage, but no military advantage has come, and the fighting has continued for 8 weeks. So we're in a situation where we have two stubborn generals determined to find a victory when no victory is in sight. And Saudi Arabia and the United States, they're saying, if ceasefire is being violated, there needs to be consequences, but no consequences have come. So until both generals feel the pinch as a result of violating these ceasefires or in a result of continuing the fighting, there's no repercussions, there's no consequences for their actions. So we're in this constant repetition of the same events, hoping for different results. And as Albert Einstein said, keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is the definition of insanity. And that's how I describe the Saudi and the US attempt to broker peace at the moment, because no real tangible results have been found.
All right, fascinating insights into the topic. Ahmed, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.
Thank you.